Clyde Austin Drexler is an American former professional basketball player and the commissioner of the Big Three 3-on-3 Basketball League. Nicknamed Clyde the Glide, he played 15 seasons in the National Basketball Association (NBA), spending a majority of his career with the Portland Trailblazers before finishing with the Houston Rockets. He was a 10-time NBA All-Star and named to the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. Drexler won an NBA championship with Houston in 1995 and earned a gold medal on the 1992 United States Olympic team known as the Dream Team. He was inducted twice into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, in 2004 for his individual career and in 2010 as a member of the Dream Team. Drexler is widely considered one of the greatest basketball players and greatest shooting guards of all time. Early years. Drexler was born in New Orleans, Louisiana on June 22, 1962 and lived in the South Park area in Houston, Texas. He attended Ross Sterling High School in Houston, where he was a classmate of tennis player Zena Garrison. As a sophomore, he made the varsity baseball team and tried out for the basketball team but failed to make the cut. Drexler played as a 6'6" or 1.98 meter center as a senior. He began receiving attention from college coaches following a 34-point, 27-rebound performance against Sharpstown High School during a 1979 Christmas tournament. After graduating in 1980, he was recruited by New Mexico State University, Texas Tech University, and the University of Houston, the latter after childhood friend Michael Young told an assistant to head coach Guy Lewis that Drexler was the best player he had faced in high school. Houston was able to recruit them both due to Drexler's friendship with Young and his desire to stay home. Drexler majored in finance and worked at a bank during the summer. Lewis recalled in 2003 that he initially received hate mail from Houston supporters and alumni for recruiting Drexler, as they felt that he was not good enough to play for the school. College career. Drexler and Young, along with Larry Michaud and new recruit Hakeem Olajuwon, known then as Hakeem, comprised the Phi Slamma Jamma basketball fraternity that gained national attention for its acrobatic above-the-rim play. New players were initiated into the fraternity by having to stand underneath the basket, as Drexler dove in from half court and threw down a tomahawk slam over them. Houston made the first of Drexler's two straight Final Four appearances in 1982, where they lost to eventual champions North Carolina. He averaged 15.2 points and 10.5 rebounds, second in the Southwest Conference, per game as a small forward as Houston finished 25-8. The 1982-83 campaign saw Houston return to the Final Four ranked number 1. They were matched up against number 2 Louisville and the Doctors of Dunk in the semifinals, which Houston won 94-81 following a brilliant dunking display by both sides, including a double pump slam by Drexler that Sports Illustrated writer Curry Kirkpatrick called "your basic play of the century." He finished with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. In the championship game against North Carolina State, Drexler failed to make an impact after picking up 4 fouls before halftime, and scored only 4 points on 1 of 5 shooting and 2 free throws in NC State's upset victory. Drexler declared for the NBA draft as a junior, leaving Houston with career averages of 14.4 points, 3.3 assists, and 9.9 rebounds in 3 seasons. In addition to being named the Southwestern Conference Player of the Year and a first-team All-American his final season, he remains the only player in the school history with combined totals of at least 1,000 career points, 900 rebounds, and 300 assists. He is also Houston's all-time steals leader with 268. NBA career: Portland Trailblazers 1983-1995. In the 1983 NBA draft, Drexler was selected by the Portland Trailblazers with the 14th overall pick. He averaged 7.7 points in 17.2 minutes per game in his rookie season. These all improved with more playing time in his second season to 17.2 points, 6 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.2 steals per game. In his third season, Drexler made his first All-Star team, averaging 18.5 points, 5.6 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2.6 steals. In the 1989-1990 season, Drexler led the Portland Trailblazers to the NBA Finals, averaging 26.4 points and 7.8 rebounds, but his team lost to the Detroit Pistons in 5 games. In the 1990-91 season, Drexler led Portland to a franchise-best 63-19 record. Heavily favored to win the West, the Los Angeles Lakers upset the Trailblazers by winning the Western Conference Finals. In the 1991-92 season, he made the All-NBA First Team and finished second to Michael Jordan in MVP voting. He met Jordan's Chicago Bulls in the NBA Finals that same season, only to fall short as Jordan and the Bulls went on to win their second consecutive championship. In the 6-game series against Chicago, Drexler averaged 24.8 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game. In 1992, he was selected to the U.S. Olympic basketball team, nicknamed the Dream Team, which won the gold medal in Barcelona. Houston Rockets 1995-1998. On February 14, 1995, with the Blazers out of serious contention for a championship, Portland honored Drexler's request to be traded to a contender and sent the Blazer great back home to the Houston Rockets, along with Tracy Murray in exchange for Otis Thorpe, the draft rights of Marcello Nicola, and a 1995 first-round draft pick in mid-season, right before the trade deadline. Despite finishing the regular season with a record of 47-35, which placed the Rockets 6th out of 8 playoff teams in the Western Conference, Drexler and longtime friend Hakeem Olajuwon helped propel them to an improbable second consecutive championship in 1995, sweeping the Orlando Magic. Midway through the 1997-98 season, Drexler announced plans to retire from the NBA, effective at the end of the season, so that he could take over the coaching duties at his alma mater, the University of Houston. In his third and final NBA Finals appearance, Drexler averaged 21.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game. "I wanted to retire on my own terms. I wanted to leave before they kicked me out." Drexler retired after a first-round exit in 1998, 1 year after a John Stockton 3 sank the Rockets in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Personal life. Drexler married his wife, Gaynell, on December 30th, 1988. They divorced in 2011. He has 4 children, Erica, Austin, Elise, and Adam, the last 3 with Gaynell. In 2014, Drexler married his second wife, Tanya, whom he had met through fellow NBA star Dominique Wilkins. Drexler has owned homes in the River Oaks Memorial neighborhood of Houston and in the Dunthorpe neighborhood of Portland. His brother James and his 2 sisters, Denise and Virginia, run the family barbecue restaurants in Houston called Drexler's World-Famous Barbecue and Grill, which includes the 22 Bar. His mother, Eunice Scott, also works at the downtown restaurant that was started by his uncle in 1967. There are 2 locations, downtown Houston and Bush Intercontinental Airport. Drexler also started investing in real estate in his rookie NBA season, and although he is now mostly retired, he does do some managing of his Drexler Holdings LLC based in downtown Houston. Honors. Drexler's number 22 jersey has been retired by the Cougars, pictured, Rockets, and Trailblazers. He was inducted as a player into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame on September 10, 2004. In his first year of eligibility, he was named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history in 1996, and named to the league's 75th anniversary team in 2021. Player profile. Clyde the Glide Drexler, as he was nicknamed at the University of Houston and throughout his professional career, was famed for his speed and athleticism on the court and his easygoing and quiet demeanor off the court. At the University of Houston, Drexler became well known for his exceptional abilities as a finisher, but generally was not considered a great shooter. During his pro career, Drexler developed a much more well-rounded game, even becoming an effective post player and more consistent outside shooter. His extraordinary leaping abilities allowed him to be an acrobatic dunker, and Drexler participated in numerous NBA All-Star dunk contests during the late 80s. Drexler was regarded as a versatile player, and he was consistently among the leaders at his position in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. He also posted a considerable number of block shots for a player his size, ranking third for his career totals among guards. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed.